Mean you have to wait until she finished talking. Morning. Yes, we might call bag of people though.
Yes, we might call bag of people though.
Hey Justin. It's not after morning, it's 10:12, so it's not after morning, sir. Alright, I don't know where the rest of the class. Alright, so we're looking on conditionals and loopings. When you hear conditionals, what comes to mind, even though it's on the screen? Okay, Jackson, after my morning. Why Oral can't type? I thought Oral said he fixed that. So why can't he type? Oh, see Oral type. All right, if statements. All right, good. So we're going to continue with SoloLearn. So that is our next module to complete. So let us start. We will read and explain as we go along. All right. Let us start with our quiz here. So wait a tell me if sign in. I'm already signed in. This is what's happening here. All right. So on your screen, it is saying conditionals are used to perform different computations or actions depending on whether the condition evaluates to true or false. The if statement here is what we call our conditional control structure because it executes statements when an expression is true. And we looked at that before. We said that for your if then statement, right? What is going to happen? Is there a true and false for your if then statement? Whatever, Jackson. Do we have true and false for our if then statement? Hmm. Is where Una gone? Waiting. Yeah. No. If then, Orin. Your if then. No. Ah. All right. So for your hold on, Oriel, did you just say no because Orin said yes? Watch ya. Yes, no, maybe. Okay then. The answer is no, right? All right. So looking on the statement that we have in the black, how you still get yes or in? If you have a if then structure, it will only execute that statement if the condition is true. So for your if then structure, there is no false to that part. Let me try to can't find something to just slap you. Let's imagine say I beat me, I beat you right this. So All right, so here now it says the if statement is called conditional control structure because it executes statements when an expression is true. For this reason, the if is also known as a decision structure. It takes the form of. So this that we have here in black, what is missing? No problem, Oreen. What is all this on behalf of the powers? uh you want me to put the link in there in the chat? Bent, and then you view it on SoloLearn yourself? Kinda blurry. On my phone it's blurry too. Are you guys seeing the screen clearly? Or is Bent crappy device then? Okay. All right, so what is missing? Based on what you are accustomed to writing, we have if, expression, statements. Expression, condition, they're basically the same. What word is missing? Try 720p, Bent. All right, come now. If, expression, statements, right? Expression is the same thing as your condition where you have if age is greater than 99. But what is missing? What is different here based on what I have highlighted? Okay. Once you're seeing it better, it's fine. What is missing? Nobody? If you were writing the algorithm for this, what is missing? If you were supposed to write your if statement, right, as an algorithm, good, and looking on what we have on the screen there highlighted, what is missing? Right, Aurel, thank you. So in C, we don't use the word then, right? Let me pin Aurel's. So we don't use the word then in C. So you write if, your condition in bracket, and what should be executed if the condition is true or false, right? We will keep the word else. Continuing now, it says the expression evaluates to whether true or false, and statements can be a single statement or a block of code enclosed in curly braces. All right. So here now, we have our hashtag include stdio.h, our standard header file. We have our int main, which is our main function. And here we have int score equal 89. It says if the score is greater than 75, we need to print you passed. Now, based on what you read before, what I would have read above this, it is to say that if it is that you have one statement to be executed based on the if statement, you can leave it as is. Otherwise, you should have these curly brackets here. The same curly bracket that we have here, you should enclose it if you have more than one statement. All right? It says, in the code above, we check whether score variable is greater than 75 and print a message if the condition is true. All right. Are we clear there? Are we clear? Yes, no, maybe so. For this structure array, there is no false. So this is just a if then. Remember, there are three types of if statements. You have your if then else, and your nested if. So the example quoted above is an example of an if then statement. So there would be no false. If we have a false now, we would also use the curly bracket after the else, but we're going to look on that. All right, let's continue though. We have a question here. What would come at the beginning? Let's complete this quiz. What comes here? Listen, person who get the most points at the end of the class, I can give you $100 credit to me. All right, so we have 1 point for Irene. So Orion gets 1 point with the if. All right. Hold on. I'm going to give you the instructions. Sorry. So it says fill in the blanks to compare the variables and print hello to the screen. What's the next one? All right. So Aurel get 1 point. The Powells are at it. All right. Well done, Aurel and Oreen. Very good. On the inner Tyson, I figure share. All right. So it says no, and we already know these. It's just that in terms of what we use now, they are different. Good. Now, for your relational operators used in C, the less than will remain, less than or equal to will remain, greater than is the same, greater than or equal to is the same, equal to, we use the double equal sign for total equality, and not equal is the exclamation, then the equal sign. All right. What did we use for not equal to in C and in algorithm and in Pascal? What did we use for not equal to in Pascal and in algorithm? Alright, Jackson for the win. Here bent as a sore loser now. Cause you know I get no points. Alright, so we have Orel on one, Oreen on one, and Jackson on one. Alright, very good. Very good, guys. Alright, so let's continue. So here we have example now. It says, here we have int num equal 41, num plus 1, num plus equal 1. Anybody remember what this expression means? Num plus equal 1? Num plus equal 1. What is going to happen from that expression? Num plus equal 1. What is going to happen from that expression there? Num plus equal 1. What is that in C? What is that going to do? It was in the first module of the SoloLearn. And it is self-explanatory based on what is there. We have the variable num. Alright, Orion got it. Add 1 to num. Alright. Very good. So Orion is now on 2 points. Alright. So here we have now, if num is equal to 42, then print U1. What is the value of num? What is going to happen from this expression here? If I'm supposed to execute this or run this program, what would be the output? Num would be 43 after the if. Yes, alright, so Orion, I'm asking what would be outputted? Now, what is the value of num? So let's say you take this program, you run it. What will be outputted to the screen? What would be outputted to the screen? I want to take this code, put it in the compiler, and if I put it in my compiler, I am asking what would be the output. Orion again. So Orion is now at 3 points. Right. So U1 would have been the output. So here we have int equal 41. The code immediately below says num plus equal 1. So we're going to take whatever num is, which is 41, and we're going to add 1 to it to now be the new value of num. So num is going to change from 41 to 42. 42 is the new value of num. So here it says if num is equal to 42, then we should output U1. All right, very good, Orion. So it says an expression that evaluates a non-zero value is considered true. All right, so here now it says int in stock equal 20. If in stock order print order received. Run the code to see how it works. Try it yourself. If we enter 4, num would be 5. Whatever the starting value of it would be, yes. All right, good. So here now, based on the last one, we have our information here. So we have int in stock equal 20, and if in stock, then we should print order received. So because in stock matches whatever is there before as our integer value, you will realize here that that is what is outputted. So here, looking back on this, it says an expression that evaluates to a non-zero value is considered true, right? So what is the value of our in stock? Our value of our in stock is 20, right? Now notice we did not use any of our conditional operators in this. So because the value is a non-zero value, the condition is said to be true and it will execute whatever statement is there. Understand that part? Understand? Okay. So here, what we're saying here, here we have the variable in stock. In stock is equal to 20, right? It says because the expression evaluates to a non-zero value, right? Which means that the value you have or the um the variable is not equal to 0 or a negative value, right? Because in your expression you did not have a conditional operator, once the value that you set it to is not equal to 0, it is going to take that the condition is true. Hence, when it is that we run this program, we saw the output for order received, right? In the if statement right here, there's no condition. It doesn't say whether we want it to be greater than or we want it to be less than. Good? It is just saying if in stock. Good? So whatever is the value we have for it before, which is 20, once that value is not equal to 0, then the system is going to take it that the condition is true and it will output whatever is in your if statement. All right? It's what kind of language is bent at all? Bent. At the declaration stage, it says int in stock is equal to 20. Good? If it is that we changed the 20 to 0, right? And we run this program, let us test it. Try it yourself. All right. So here we have the program code. Good? The value they initialized in stock, which is the variable name is in stock, to be equal to 20, right? Let us run this now. Order received. So, as I was saying before, because the variable in stock had a value that was greater than 0, good, though there was no conditional operator in your if statement, good, it took the value to be true, right? So the statement is going to be true because it had a non-zero value. All right. Oh, I had to save it. Oh, no, I don't have to. So here now, I changed the value from 20 to 0. Good? And if you notice now, when I run the program, there's no output. Good? So all that it is saying is that once the value or the declaration, once the value is 0 at the declaration stage, it will not take whatever your if statement here to be true because there's no conditional operator here. We did not put a greater than. We did not put equal to. We did not put less than. We did not put not equal to. There's nothing there. We just put the variable name. So because we just put the variable name there and the value was greater than 0, the system is just going to automatically think that the condition is true and it will output whatever is below your if statement. Because we change it to 0 now, right? Then it's going to output the false aspect, and there's no output for false if the condition is false. So hence, there's no output here. All right. That's better. All right. Let's continue. All right. So it says which is the correct operator for equality testing? Which is the correct operator for equality testing? This is one the boy bent now. Orion has 3 points. Jackson has 1. Aurel has 1 point. What is the answer here? For equality, which of these signs would we use? Orion again. So Orion is now on 4. All right. Well done, Orion. On the internet slow, man. We're not gonna get nothing. The Powells have You must think this is group work. You think this is group work? All right. Let's see if the Powells. Okay, Orion. All right. So your winnings, you must just put it with you and Orion. All right. All right. All right. Bent your singular. All right. If the if else statement. So the if else statement now will definitely have a false coming out for this one. So we will have if the condition is true, what should happen? If the condition is false, what should also happen? So here it says the if statement can include an optional else clause that executes statements when an expression is false. For example, the following program evaluates the expression and then executes the else clause statement. All right. So here we have our preprocessor directive, we have our main, we have score equal 89. So here we have our if. So we have if score is greater than or equal to 90, we need to print if top 10 percentage dot backslash n. Else we need to print less than 90 backslash n. The percentage here, what is going to output? You're not getting no answer, Bent. That's what me I say. That's what I be saying. Mm-hmm. Less than 90. All right, very good. And let us check that. Try it yourself. All right. So let us run. So here, less than 90. Very good, Orion. All right, so let us change the score now to 91 and run it. All right, top 10%. All right. Good. So we tested the true and we tested the false. But I know in a bent, you probably need to have lessons with them so that, you know, you could shine like a diamond. I don't know. All right, let us continue and test. All right, so let us look on the instructions. It says fill in the blanks to print more than 10 if the people variable is greater than 10, print less than 10 if it's not. All right. So let's run in with our responses. So fill in the blanks to print more than 10. Fill in the blanks to print more than 10 if the people variable is greater than or equal to 10, else print less than 10 if it is not. All right. So Orel with the if. All right. So Orel with the if. So the first one Orel said is if. And then Orel said greater than or equal to. All right. Come through Orel. All right. So that's greater than or equal to. And then Orel also said else. Orel with the good answer them. All right. So Orel was on 1 and he got 3 here. So now Orel is on 4. All right. So Orel is at 4 and Oreen is at 4 points. Let's check. All right. Well done, Orel. I want to know what is happening to the other persons in this class. No, it's 2 sessions. It's 2 sessions we have. Oh, break time the in between. All right, do you guys want to join back? Or run the class until 11:15 and then break? Oh, all right, so we join back after break. All right, so let us finish conditional expressions and then we finish. So another way to form an if-else statement is by using the question mark operator. In a conditional expression, it says the question mark colon operator can only have one statement associated with the if and the else. All right, so let us look on the example of that. It says here we have int y and we have int x equal 3. y equal x greater than or equal to 5, question mark, 5 colon x. It says this is equivalent to if x is greater than or equal to 5 and also if y is equal to 5. Right. Else y equal x. So if the condition is true, right, y equal 5, else y equal x and return 0. So I think we will stop here and then we will meet back on this since as you guys have pure math now. So I'll provide further explanation on this one. All right. So later, guys.